And here's just a little quick tour of this side. I couldn't get all that. Chris from Let's Dig 18 would go out there with his mats, or maybe without the mats, but it was pretty squishy. Bucket went all the way down to the top when I stuck it down in, so we'll leave that. I'll get it from a boat. Take those trees down. It'll all be underwater anyway. So all this was just like that, all the way across, all the way to there. So that's gone. This corner stuck out as well. Some nice red dirt in there. It's really orange, but they call it red here. I don't know why, but it's orange. Here, I still got to come at the end of the day today and get this corner out. Trying to get as much as I can that's prone to getting wet. They said we haven't had any rain, so I got to get that later. But this is what it is. I don't know if I could climb on it yet. It might be a bit squishy. Let's try it over here. Let's see. Well, nope, I can't. There you go. Nope. But anyway, I'll get it from the other side. So, pretty good amount of some good dirt there. That was about 3 hours yesterday worth. I just had to put the tooth back on. It fell off yesterday. I got a video of that. Found it with the video, actually. So this is all the rest that has to come out. That's what you saw from across the way. I was over there with the other video. So the rest of all this needs to get cut back before it rains tonight. So here I go. You can see the part of Goose Island that I'm sitting on right now. You see how it's pretty much just beach sand. That's basically what it is. It's nothing more than beach sand. So it's not going to be really too good for me to use for building up the roads or any of that. So I have another idea of what I'm going to do with it. Try to get as much of it as close to the road as possible. This is probably about the time that I decided to turn this into Goose Mountain, so to speak, from Goose Island and make a Goose Mountain. When I saw how much beach sand was actually there, I wasn't sure if it was just on the surface or maybe I'd have some more red stuff underneath, which would be good, but I saw that it was all beach sand, and this is when I kind of looked at it and said, oh, I think this would make a good spot. So this was my mindset right about now. And I think this is a good shot from the rear here, looking at what's going to be Goose Mountain. It's starting to get there a little bit, but this gives a good perspective of how it looks, and how it looks from the other side as well, how it'll look. So it gives a nice place, as you'll see later, gives a nice place to look across and look at the birds and everything that will be on it. And you can also see that's about as far as I can reach. I'm trying to get everything, all that grass and underlying muck out of there. That's the part that doesn't smell too good with all the plant life and everything that's in there. But I can't go any farther over. It's just way too squishy. I'm actually sitting on, if you could see it, it's the whole ground there is actually shaking, bouncing. I'm like sitting on a big sponge, so to speak. So the more I stay on it, the more it's kind of bringing up some moisture. So I can't stay on there too long. So I'm trying to get this out as fast as possible, but that's about as far as I can reach. So everything past that bucket is going to have to stay. And this next clip right here will give you a good idea. If you look down at the tracks, you'll see what I mean about it being squishy. You'll see the whole thing just bouncing up and down, kind of. The front is kind of sinking down, so that'll give you a good idea of what I was talking about before. I know my camera batteries have died. I just thought this was a pretty neat look for everybody to see. You probably can't get a grasp of just trying to get the last little bit out of this end and still be able to get out. See, otherwise I'll box myself into a corner. That's about as far as I can get there, which should be all right. Get myself out. That's where the camera was. That's the only little spot I have right there. Where the camera is, I can't drive over that. That's all muck. It's kind of muck where I even have to get out of here. So I'm trying to build this one up as high as I can so that I got enough dirt that I don't have to block my way out. So, and I'll just do a follow-up video afterwards, but that'll give you a little bit of a look. Hope you didn't need Dramamine for the motion. So, back to work. The end of the second day, getting rid of Goose Island. Actually turned it into Goose Mountain, I guess, instead of Goose Island. There it is. Quite a bit. It's all the way cut back. Once I move that dirt, I could cut it one more time, probably 2 more times if I needed to, but hopefully I don't. And it looks like we got a thunderstorm coming. Haven't had one in, like I said, about 6 weeks. Okay, I'm gonna go in and get today's video uploaded.